When I think back to video games I played as a kid, there's always this one little 8-bit blue man that comes to mind. Megaman. My dad had the Megaman Anniversary Collection for the PS2, and I remember playing the hell out of that game. When I eventually bought both Megaman Legacy Collections on my Switch, I finally realized that I've never beaten a Megaman game in my life. Aside from that one Megaman Powered Up game for the PSP, but I'm talking about one of the OGs, the 8-bit ones. And that's about to change. With over 11 games in the series, the one that made the most sense to start off with was of course Mega Man 3. Because I like Mega Man 3, and I cherish Mega Man 3. In fact, I would say it's the best Mega Man game there is. Before we start, let's set up some ground rules. I'm going to be playing the version that's on Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 on the PC with an Xbox controller. And those games have a feature called Rewind, where if you fuck up at any point of the game, you can just rewind and try again. We're not going to be using that. We're playing these games the right way. The game's story is like any other Mega Man game. Dr. Wily steals a bunch of robots from Dr. Light and hacks them to become evil. So Dr. Light sends Mega Man and this time his pet dog Rush to bring the robots back and stop Wily. You'd think at this point Light would have some sort of firewall built into the robots or proper security other than your robot kids, but you do you, man. The first boss I usually start off with is Top Man because his stage is pretty simple and his weakness is just the default Mega Buster. We make our way through different top themed robots while jumping over some spikes and beat Top Man to get the Top Spin power up. Next up is Shadow Man, which is also where we are introduced to Proto Man, Mega Man's brother. He acts as a mini boss you have to fight in the middle of certain levels to test Mega Man to make sure he has what it takes to beat Wily. We then fight Shadow Man using the Top Spin to jump on his head and acquire the Shadow Star power up. The Sparkman stage was going pretty smoothly until I got to a part of the level where you have to platform on these cylinders that rise up to spikes on the ceiling the longer you stand on them. But I'm a pro gamer. I know how to jump from— oh shit, okay, well, you know what? That was a practice run. Let's try this again. What? Okay, that's on me. That's on me. Fuck, dude, that's on me. I didn't fucking press A. That's on me. I died 6 times here. Oh, so just don't let me hit him. Okay, here we go again. Boom. Easy peasy. That was not easy peasy. Okay. After all of that, we go and defeat Sparkman. During the Magnet Man stage, I forgot to press record, like a doofus. So here we are at the end with yet another platforming section. However, this one's different because certain blocks appear as others disappear, which can make it tricky to find the correct pattern. But since I'm a pro gamer, I got through the whole section first try. Okay, we're good. I got to Magnet Man and then died because my controller decided to disconnect mid-fight. Oh, brother, get it out. What are you doing? My game! Oh, my game. Oh, my controller. My controller. No, connect! Connect! Okay, hold on. I was able to beat him afterward, though. The Hardman stage had nothing interesting going on other than fighting Proto Man again and beating Hardman. So that level's done. The list I was following said that after Hardman came Gemini Man, and after going on a whole ass jet exploration with Rush that took me well over 30 minutes, I got to him and used a Shadow Star on him, like the list said, only to find out that's not his weakness. It barely did any damage. His weakness was not Shadow Star. It wasn't even the Hard Missile. It was in fact Snake Bite from Snake Man. Here's the problem though. Snake Man's weakness is the needle launcher from Needle Man. But his weakness is the Gemini laser. So I didn't have any of the power-ups to beat any of them. I even tried to beat Needle Man with the Mega Buster, but it's impossible. From this point on, I used the walkthrough to figure out what I could do, and apparently you can beat Snake Man only using your Mega Buster, and some people even choose him as the first boss. So I went to Snake Man. And this level, man, oh my god. It kicked my ass. The level itself wasn't that bad, it was the boss battle with Snake Man that kicked my ass. It took me a while, and I mean a while, to figure out how to jump over and hit him without getting hit a lot. I also figured out the use of these energy cells I picked up throughout the game. After dying again, and again, and again, and again, I finally beat him. With that out of the way, we go back to Gemini Man, find out that Proto Man wants to help you now, get the Gemini laser, and then beat Needle Man. Now that we have all the bosses defeated, we gotta fight even more. I hate this game. These mystery stages consist of you going back through old levels with changes here and there. How do I get rid of this guy? What the fuck? And fighting returning villains from Mega Man 2, like Metal Man, Airman, and Woodman, fighting you in these creepy looking robot suits, and even a big ass robot you have to destroy in the middle of one level. It's also these levels where you utilize Rush the most. I used him here and there in the previous levels to get health or extra lives, but here you have to use him, either as a jump boost, submarine, or jet to advance in the level. I returned to Shadow Man stage and guess what happened? I died to some even more spikes and platforms. That green thing, that's just a skill issue at this point. Future me, replay that back and see if I died from the spike, if like my head hit the spike, 1 pixel the spike, or my head hit like the yellow part. I am curious. I'm curious. After getting through all the Mega Man 2 and 3 villains, Dr. Light tells us that Wily stole yet another robot called Gamma, and we need to go stop him at Castle Grayskull. These levels are pretty short and simple. They mainly consist of you fighting a claw machine underwater, some holograms of yourself, and even a second version of the Yellow Devil from the first game. This guy can be difficult if you don't know what you're doing. You would just watch the leg parts and dodge them as they're coming at you, and shoot a missile in his eye when it's open. At the last level before Wily, you walk into a room with a bunch of teleporters, and it's revealed that after all the bosses you fought to get to this point, you have to fight every single one of the bosses again. It was at this point of the playthrough where I reconsidered my life choices. This game has been kicking my ass for over 3 hours already. This game and its traumas go back from when I was 8, playing it for the first time. What if I were to just give up right here? After a quick lunch break and a lot of consideration on where I would go from here, I decided this time it would be different. I refilled my water bottle, opened my bag of Cheez-Its, and pressed continue. I went through every single teleporter, every single boss for a second time, and came out victorious without dying once. It was now time to fight Dr. Wily. The first stage of Wily is fighting him in the spider-like machine he's in. It's pretty simple. Shoot the turret on the bottom and use Rush to give you a jump boost to shoot the cockpit to send Wily flying out. With Wily defeated for the 3rd time in this game series, we finally... You gotta be So that wasn't him. The real Wily is in Gamma, this big ass robot we have to fight. Again, we utilize Rush to give us a jump boost to shoot Gamma's head off. Wily then appears replacing Gamma's head. All I had to do was avoid the fist, okay, or not. Let's try this again. Wait, my boy. Fucking bitch. This fucking dog! Where are you? And just like that, we turn Gamma into scrap metal and defeat Wily. Oh shit, he got crushed. Oh shit, I got crushed! Proto Man saves us though and takes us back to Dr. Light, and that's the end of the game. This game was really fun to revisit and finally finish it after all these years. Will I beat another Mega Man game? Probably not. I'll definitely be covering other games like this in the future. But at least now I can finally say that I finally beat a Mega Man game.